By now, we've understood our dogs pretty well. We know that when they jump up when we arrive, they're simply excited to see us. When they lick our faces, they're saying they love us. But when they lick your toes, what in the world does that mean? The same goes when they bow down to other dogs. These are little habits that make us tilt our heads in confusion. Well, here are the 10 weirdest dog behaviors finally explained that you'll finally understand if you like and subscribe to our channel right now. Number 10, being afraid of their food bowl. Dogs are the kind of animals who gobble up anything. So why would they be scared of touching their food bowl? Well, the simple answer is that they could be scared of the sound it makes, especially if it's a metal bowl. When metal is dragged across the floor, it can make a very disturbing sound. Moreover, their dog collar might hit the bowl and startle them even further. If it's not a metal bowl but any other reflective surface, then there's a chance their own reflection scared the poor little pooches. Try to exchange it for a plastic bowl that sticks to the floor and see if they like it. Another reason is that the dogs may have had a traumatic experience with food. It might be hindering them from getting their daily munchies. Try to soothe them down and make them feel safe so they can eat in peace. Number 9, boot scooting. As soon as your dog starts scooting their butt on the floor, it becomes a comical sight. But as you've guessed, it can't be sanitary for you or the pup. This is about to get gross. Usually it's a sure sign of a plugged or infected anal glands. This embarrassing behavior means their anal sacs aren't being emptied out properly, which can make them inflamed. Basically, they're trying to alleviate any sort of discomfort that comes with the inflammation. If your dog is a hairy one and not a well-groomed one, then it could mean there might be stool remains back there. Not only is this unclean for your dog, but it's also very unsanitary for your house. The best way to avoid this is to groom them well and keep those mutts clean. Lastly, simple skin allergies could be making them super itchy. Regular vet checkups can save you a lot of scooting. Number 8, head pressing. Among all the weird things dogs do, head pressing to random things should not be one of them. Unfortunately, this silly little action is a sign of disease, especially in the front part of the brain. When a dog feels compelled to press its head against a wall or floor, its possible cause could be a metabolic disorder such as hypernatremia. This condition occurs when there's an imbalance in their sodium levels. Sometimes it could be a tumor in the brain or another part of the body affecting them. Other than that, there's a possibility they have an infection in their nervous system, such as rabies or fungal infection. If they've dealt with head trauma, such as a car accident, even it could be a result of that. Lastly, exposure to toxins can lead to all sorts of unusual behaviors. Basically, this behavior isn't one of the cute things they do. It's something that should be taken very seriously. Number 7, crotch sniffing. Sniffing is how dogs experience the world. They will put their nose into anything, sometimes in very uncomfortable places too, like your crotch. It's nothing too weird though. These are the glands in the human body that release pheromones. Basically, a report of how you feel and who you are in the form of accent. Luckily, dogs have the ability to sniff those scents and find out who you are. So, they're basically asking you how you are when they sniff you. The concentration of these chemicals is found most in the genitals, and, well, but no wonder they sniff butts so much. Number 6, bowing. Dogs don't just use the sound as a way of communicating. They also use their bodies. And when they bow down, they're not treating you like royalty. Instead, they're telling you to get up and play with them. They might do this body language gesture in front of other dogs, asking them to play with them. However, sometimes they will bow to show they're sorry. Playing can get aggressive, and if they love, they would never want to hurt you. This could also be why they bow down to you or other puppy playmates. Understanding dogs is difficult because these gestures can mean 1,000 things. Just focus on the context and you might understand what they're getting at. Number 5, running in their sleep. Isn't it enough that dogs run around all day long? Well, if they're doing it in their sleep and it's becoming a habit, then you should be a little worried. Usually, it's just them dreaming and nothing to worry about. In fact, dogs have the same sleeping patterns as we do, so it's not surprising that they dream just like us. Usually when they're running, it's just them chasing an animal, running away from another animal, or just running to you. However, if they're running a marathon in their dreams, it could lead to stress-related medical condition. Sometimes trauma can take the form of nightmares. Seeing your dog in pain is an awful sight. Make sure to take care of them mentally and physically so you can avoid these running nightmares. Number 4. Licking paws. Dogs licking our toes can be understood, but why is your dog licking its paws over and over again? As far as self-grooming goes, a few licks on their paws are justified. But when they start to excessively licking their paws, then it could be a red flag. In fact, paw chewing can lead to a secondary infection due to the extra moisture. Sometimes a food allergy can lead to itchiness, which can be momentarily soothed by licking. Other than that, it may have fleas. Their saliva can result in an extremely itchy feeling. Moreover, it could be a way to comfort themselves in stressful times. If you've moved to a new place or brought home a new child or pet, that could be what's stressing them out. Lastly, they could just be bored. It's that simple. When working breeds have nothing to do, they'll lick their paws just like how we would bite our nails. In short, keep your dog clean and occupied. Number 3. Stashing their things. Dogs are always seen burying their bones in the dirt when it comes to cartoons. But you might have noticed your pooch stashing things under a bunch of pillows or behind a table. These are the ancestral remnants in them. Dogs don't have cupboards like we do, so they make piles of their belongings in different places to keep track of them. They also like to hide their stuff from other animals. Even if there are no other animals around, they will hoard some things with their life, like their favorite toy. This behavior might even be more policemen if they have a breed that's known for hunting. Breeds like hounds and terriers have hunting in their genes, so it's very normal for them to dig up hundreds of holes. Even dachshunds will stash their toys and treats in their own dog bed. Number 2. Picking up anything with their mouth on a walk. Taking your dog out for a walk is like heaven to them. All the new smells and things to experience are very exciting to them. But have you ever found your dog picking up anything from the ground and carrying it in its mouth on a walk? Well, that's good because that means your dog is happy and ever so curious about the world. Dogs use their mouths the same way human children use their hands. They'll pick up something interesting and just keep it with them for a while. This behavior is especially common if your dog is a retriever. It's practically in their genes to pick up things and bring them to you at a time. Number 1. Licking your toes. Licking your face, especially around the mouth, is very understandable. But why the toes? Why would dogs choose the stinkiest part of your body and lick it like a lollipop? This has to do with their sense of smell, which is about 10,000 times better than ours. We also release a chemical called pheromones, which stores information like our age and even moods. So they're simply trying to communicate with us when they lick our smelly toes. Places where the sweat glands are more active are also places where the pheromones are in the highest concentration. So don't be surprised if they start to tickle your toes or even worse, your pits. But the upside is that this means that they're showing you respect and showing affection. It also means they know they're your companion. Alright, comment below what is the weirdest thing your dog has a habit of doing. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to InfoLab, and we'll see you on the next one.